Shanhai Jing, classic of mountains and seas. One of the 3 amazing books in prehistory in ancient China. The rest are Zhou Yi, the Book of Changes, and Shanhai jing, Yellow Emperor's Inner Canon. The book of Shanhai Jing is about geology and mythology in ancient China. The Zhou Yi is about divination, and Shanhai jing is about medicine. This is Giraffe. Today we are going to talk about Shanhai Jing. The whole content of this book is everything about the mountains, the rivers, and the valuable stuffs. The strange animals, monsters, ghosts, mythologists, folk culture, medicine, everything. Like an encyclopedia. But most of the things in book we've never seen. Very fantasy. Who wrote this and when did it was created? We have no idea. But it is pretty sure this is a work from the pre-Qin period. The Qin is the first dynasty in China. It is far more earlier than the first dynasty in China. The things mentioned in the book is also long time ago. Long to how old we have no idea. But it feels like it is far earlier than the history that humans have known. At the end, we will also talk about the different people's opinion on the items shown in this book. The Shanhai Jing is not only about mythology. The things happen at that time beyond our imagination and beyond our cognition. Now we basically can certain Shanhai Jing is not finished by only one person. The authors are not in the same time. The authors span hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. They kept writing, finally got this collection. We roughly divide the Shanhai Jing into 2 parts, the Shan Jing and Hai Jing. As for Shan Jing, we got 5 articles, like Nan Shan Jing, Xi Shan Jing, Bei Shan Jing, Dong Shan Jing, Zhong Shan Jing, about Source Mountain, West Mountain, North Mountain, East Mountain, and Middle Mountain. As for Hai Jing, we got 13 articles. We got Zhonghai Jing, Waihai Jing, and Dahuang Jing. Why it starts from the north? It is pretty strange. Normally, based on the ancient Chinese logic, it should be east, source, west, then north. But it starts with source. We have no idea why it is like this. But at the end, it changes to the east, source, west, north. So based on this, we can also know it is not from the same author. The Shanpian in Shanhai Jing only got 5 articles, but got 2/3 of the whole book. So it is the most core part of the Shanhai Jing. The Shan Jing is meaning about the mountains, the ranges. Yu the Great once said all the famous mountains in the whole world is 5,370, more than 500, but in the book only talk about 550 mountains. The 550 mountains in the Shan Jing, it mentions the location of every mountain, what kind of animals, the plants, the minerals, the monsters, the ghosts, and the functions of all these amazing things. What rivers around the mountain, what's inside the river. But the Hai Jing is not about ocean. The Hai was translated into ocean in Chinese, but it is not about ocean, it is about overseas. About what's outside, the countries outside the central plains, about their culture, what they look like, things like this. In total, talk about more than 10 Asian states. So now let's start with talking about Hai Jing. Hai Jing starts from the Nan Shan Jing, the 4th hill, the mountains in the source. The first paragraph in the book mentioned南山经之首曰雀山，其首曰招摇之山，临于西海之上。At the head of Nanshan Jing stands Chue Mountain. Its chief summit, called Zhaoyao, looks out upon the western sea, which means the whole map, the west got nothing. At the edge of the western ocean, first mountain is called Chue Shan. The first summit of Chue Shan is called Zhaoyao Mountain. So what's inside the Zhaoyao Mountain? A lot of laurel in the mountain and a lot of gold and jade. There is a kind of grass in the mountain, looks like garlic chives. Blooming blue flowers called zhuyu. People eat it, then won't feel hungry anymore. We don't know it is won't feel hungry for a while or forever, but it feels like it is forever. So it sounds like this mountain is quite suitable for living. There is a kind of tree called migu. It is said where its branches of this tree won't get lost, and also got a monster like macaque called Xing Xing. 4 feet running, 2 feet walking. Eat its meat, can run very fast. From Zhaoyao Shan, we also got a river called Li Ji, a river of barking deer river. There are lots of ambers in the river called Yu Pei. Wear this, then won't get parasitic disease. It feels like can drive the mosquitoes away. This is the first mountain mentioned in the Shanhai Jing. Then where is this Shan and where is this Shan? We have no idea. But this information is very important. Please remember at the end we will mention it again because it might be the core information to help us decode the whole map in Shanhai Jing. The next mountain is 300 li east away from the Shan. 300 li is around 150 kilometers, is around 93.2 miles. And the mountain we got is called Shan, which is a kind of tree, persimmon tree. Also got lots of white apes, crystals, and golds. 380 li east away is called Shan. In this mountain, there were lots of strange fishes, weird monsters, weird snakes, and weird trees. It was said this mountain cannot go up. Human beings cannot climb up because there are too many monsters. How weird? What kind of weird? We have no idea. Probably just not for human to go up. To 380 li east away, we got Shan. The south part of this mountain, there are lots of pure gold. The north part got lots of platinum. There is a monster looks like a horse. The head is white. The body got patterns like tiger. The tail is red. The sounds released is like saying called 栗鼠, shu deer. Wear it can get lots of next generations. How to wear a horse? The hypothesis is to wear its fur. In the Shanhai Jing, it always mentioned an animal like and ask you to wear it. And it was said after wear it, then you can achieve something. But how to wear it? They didn't give us details. But it feels like it is for us to wear the fur. So wear this deer, you can get a lot of sons and a lot of grandsons. Your family can be prosperous. There is a black turtle. The head is like bird. The tail is like snake, called 玄龟. Rolling tortoise. The sound of this turtle is like the wood cracks. The sound of wood cracking. Wearing it won't make you deaf. 300 li away, we got another mountain called Shan. There are lots of water, no grass, and no woods. Got lots of things like waterfall. There got monsters, a fish. A fish looks like a cow. Got the snake tail. Should be very big. Got wings. The wings below the body. Probably it's the fin, but very big. The fish also need winter sleep, so really a monster. To 300 li east away, we got Shan. There are no grass and no woods. Cannot climb. In the mountain, there is a monster. Looks like a cat. Got here. This monster is called Lei. It is male and female gender in one body. Hermaphrodite. It can make people never envy about others, make you don't compare with others, so you can always have a good mood, always be happy. To 300 li east away, we got Shan, got a kind of shape, 9 tails, 4 ears. Eyes are at the back. There are no eyes on the head. Eyes are all at the back. Wear it, then can be fearless. There is a kind of bird. 3 heads, 6 eyes, 6 legs, and 3 wings. How to fly, we have no idea. Eat this bird. Don't want to sleep. Then 300 li away from Shan, there is another mountain very famous in the C-drama, the Chinese drama. If you ever watch the C-drama, you may heard of this mountain, very famous, called the Qingqiu realm. It is a hometown of 9-tailed fox. Shanhai Jing mentioned this 9-tailed fox several times. It was said the sound of it is like baby, eat humans. It can also be eaten by humans. If you caught it, you can eat it. Eat it, then won't be possessed by evil spirits. Pu in Jing dynasty, when he was writing annotations for the Shanhai Jing, it was said that when Yu the Great wasn't married, he met a 9-tailed fox in Shan mountain too. He thought it is the symbol of the king who married the woman from Shan. He eventually became the leader of the tribe. So later people view 9-tailed fox as the symbol of king, the symbol of emperor, which means who can say the 9-tailed fox, then it is highly likely for that people to become the king and emperor. And it was said 9-tailed fox viewed charm magic. They acquire the technique of charm. It can charm people. Actually, it was added later. The record of the 9-tailed fox is constantly being added. At the beginning, it was viewed as a symbol of good luck. Later on, it changed to the monster. Reflects the people of different ages hold different opinions of it. 350 li east away from Qingqiu is called Shan-hai Jing. This whole line we just talked about, the last mountain of this line is called Shan. This mountain is at the edge of the East Sea. We started from the edge of the West Ocean, then stopped at the edge of the East Ocean. The ending of this line is the mountain called Shan. So in Shanhai Jing, it was written like this. One line, then another line, like this. Follow this logic. First, mountains, then what's on the east, what's on the east, what's on the east, like this. The Xijing part is from the middle to the west. So write one mountain, then what's in the west, to the end. The north is the same. From the middle, then what's in the north, then stop at the edge. But the Nanjing is different. Only the source is different. It's not like from the middle, then what's in the source, then to the end. It's not like this. The source is written horizontally, like this, from west to the east. It's also very weird. So probably it is one of the characteristics of the Shanhai Jing. We cannot finish talking about the whole 550 mountains. So we will skip the Shanjing part and take a look of Haijing. Haijing is meaning about the countries overseas, which is more awesome, about the foreigners and about their strange and weird culture. So first of all, the Haiwai Nanjing mentioned a country called 不死国, undead nation or undead people. 不死民在其东，其为人黑色，寿不死，亦曰在川芎国东。The undead people are to its east, who are black, long-lived, and immortal. Means there is a no-death country. The people in this country, the skin is dark. Long lifespan, won't die. Where is this no-death country? The book mentioned, it was said, is in the other country's east, called Jiaojingguo. What kind of characteristic do you think the people in this country? It is the two legs crossed together like this. Another ancient book called Huainan also mentioned this country. It was said the people in this country, the head is 4 feet, around 1.3 meters. The body was covered with fur. Two legs are crossed. The feet don't have bones. And the people in this country, if lie down, they cannot get up by themselves. Always need other people to help them, be aided by other people to stand up. So people in this country cannot all lie down. If all lie down, then no one to help them to stand up. Then where is this Jiaojingguo, the east of Guanxongguo? The people in this country, they all get a hole in their chest. In another ancient Chinese book, Yi Yu Zhi, Record of Foreign Lands, also mentioned this country. Said the people in this country all get big holes in the chest. The nobleman, they didn't wear clothes. They don't need to wear clothes. Make the low-life people to put the bamboo pole to cross the chest. Two people hold the nobleman to walk. This is the symbol of the rich man. Is this hole only for this? We have no idea. Is it hole only for people to be crossed, to be held by the low-life people to walk? Is it only for this function? We have no idea. In another ancient Chinese book, Record of Natural History also mentioned, how did this Guanxong country come from? Why look like this? Why there is a big hole in the chest? They told us the story of this. So when the Yu the Great was managing the water, and one day he gathered all of the deities to have a meeting, and one of his subjects, called Fang Fengshi, came late. This person came late. He is the guard deity in Wuyue area. Yu the Great viewed it as the disrespect of the god, so execute him. Later on, after solving the flood, Yu the Great took the dragon boat to the forest to observe the situation. He was caught by the later generations of the Fang Fengshi, the people who got executed because of the late. His next generation wanted to kill the Yu the Great, wanted to shoot the arrow and shoot him to death. But once shoot Yu the Great, his dragon boat flew up and he dodged it. The Fang Fengshi knew that, okay, they didn't kill him successfully, so they committed suicide. They used one knife to hit the chest. Yu the Great is the person with broad man. He thought, the Fang Fengshi always work very hard. Generally speaking, he is a loyalty subject. So plant no death grass, put inside his chest, and rescue him. Later on, the next generation of Fang Fengshi all got a hole in their chest. A country state in Guanxong country is called Three Hairs Kingdom. What do you think the people looks like in this country? Three hairs? 三毛国其为人相随 means the people in this country follow each other. All the country work together, like a round. The people in this country are very united. The three-hair country is also mentioned in another Asian book. The three-hair country worship one deity called Yan Wei. Human face and snake body, two faces, two heads, are both human face, one body. It was said eat its meat can be the king. Even just say it can dominate the federal laws. The magical animal-like pair of lovebirds inhabit east of the Source Mountain. The color is different for different genders, blue and red. Every bird only got one eye, one leg, and one wing. Have to be two genders together, act like a couple. Have to be a couple, then can fly or survive. So the pair of lovebirds usually represent people's unwavering love. The section of the Shanhai Jing also mentioned this pair of lovebirds, which is said to be as strong as a duck in Chongwu Mountain, with one wing and one eye. They fly together. It is called Man Man. Just watch it. If this kind of bird show up in one place, it would bring the huge flood to this place. So it is a symbol of bad luck. So the pair of loved birds are not mascots. In the Shanhai Jing, people just use its characteristic to describe love. Now we just finished talking about the magical countries in the source. About the Western countries, we will continue in the next episode. If you like this sharing, please subscribe to support. See you next time.